Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, before we get started, check out this picture. So what stands out in this picture? Anything? See it? The prices. Look at that. Bardstown Bourbon Company, less than 50 bucks. That by itself, I like. But before we dive into the new Origin series and everything Bardstown related, huge shout out to my newest patrons, my buddy David G, Marty W, and last but not least, Samson. So Marty, David, and Samson, thank you very much for becoming patrons, for supporting the Bourbon Judge, as well as for all my other patrons as well. I really appreciate the love, the support. Really, honestly, we just have a blast. So I appreciate all the love and support. And also for all my subscribers as well. Thank you for your support as well. All right. So we have the brand new Origin series. I mean, this bad boy literally just released within the last week. So the Origin series, what's cool about it is that it's essentially, this is Bardstown, their own distillate. So, you know, there's no source whiskey in these bottles at all. Purely 100% Bardstown Bourbon Company's own distillate. So the Origin series actually has 3 different bottles. The rye has not been released as of yet. So the rye, a green label, that one hasn't been released yet. It should be released very soon, but not released as of this point in time. And then the other 2 that are out and available that you saw in the picture are these 2. So cool story, one of my patrons, my good friend Tony was out this week, just a couple days ago, and she was like, she sent a picture in Discord. Hey everyone, if you're in Maryland, check it out, they're released. So what did I do? Ran to the liquor store real quick, and as soon as I got to the liquor store, they were still in their respective boxes. The boxes were open and there was a couple left, and I grabbed one of each. So I wouldn't have been able to have both of these had I not saw that Tony posted in our Discord group. So I appreciate you, Tony. All right, so the other 2 products that are released from the Origin series, we got the rye again, but these other 2, you have the white label, which comes in at 96 proof. What I love about Bardstown is the fact that this 96 proof, they're very transparent on the label. And we're going to dive into this one first. It's a 6-year, it's a high rye in the mash bill. So the mash bill is 68% corn, I'm sorry, 60% corn, 34% rye, and 4% malted barley, aged 6 years. So that's the first one. Let's dive in that one. And then this one is the bottled and bond, and I'll get into that one in a second. So let's dive into this one first. So this one I think was 40 bucks, 41, 42 bucks, 96 proof. So let's get into this one real quick. Love the transparency with Bardstown, always very upfront. Tells you the mash bill on the side, aged 6 years, 96 proof. I'm like, oh man, a brand new distillate just from Bardstown. Here we go. Woo! So the nose on this white label, this reminds me a lot of, it kind of brings me back to the Fusion series a little bit, right? Kind of brings me back to the Fusion series. Definitely tons of like apples, honey, a smidge of caramel, a little bit of vanilla, some nutmeg in the back as well, and a smidge of cinnamon. Very nice and elegant. Again, 96 proof, and at my store, I got it for like, I think it was like 40 or 41 on the dot, so not bad. All right. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Very nice. Tons of apples. Tons of honey. Caramel. Smidge of cinnamon. Smidge of pepper. And then the, what else is there in the background there? It's like a smidge of mint almost. Which kind of makes sense because this one does have 36% rye. So there's like some mint, pepper kind of notes kind of blended together. Minty, peppery, but not overly minty and peppery. Just enough where it's like, you know, it's spicy and sweet all at the same time. Let me get a little bit more of this. Oh yeah. Apples, pears, honey, caramel, a little bit of mint, and a little bit of pepper. For $41, it deserves its own verdict before we move over to this one, right? Let's do that. We're going to do a mid-session verdict. So, Judge, at 41 bucks, is this new Origin series, the white label 96 proof, is it worth it and why? Absolutely. That, my friends, is a buy. I know when Cousin Nita comes back to visit, she's going to tear this bottle up. This is up her alley all day, every day. What I like about this one is that it's 96 proof. It actually has a very nice and long finish. The palate was very nice. It's very it's blended very well. I love like the peppery notes, the peppery minty notes, but I also do love those sweeter notes, the apples, the honey, the caramel as well. It's blended in very well, very nice. And I would say this actually probably even sips closer to like maybe like a 102, 103. It doesn't sip like a mid 90s kind of a whiskey. That's nice and absolutely delicious. Definite buy. Woo! All right, before I move over to the Bottled and Bond, the black label, couple quick favors. Number one, hit the like button. Number two, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts if you've tried the new Bardstown Origin Series. And last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right, we're going over to the Bottled and Bond, the black label. So what I love about this one is that, again, Bardstown, again, very transparent. On the side of the label, it has the mash bill. So this is 68% corn, 20% wheat, 12% malted barley. And this one also is aged 6 years. So aged 6 years, and this one is a Bottled and Bond. So this is essentially like a high wheat Bottled and Bond product. This one at my store, a couple dollars, actually I think even cheaper than at Tony's store. At my store, this one was I think 43 or 44. So 41, 44. I mean, really inexpensive. All right, let's get into the nose of this bad boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this is nice. So exactly 100 proof, obviously Bottled and Bond, exactly 100 proof. So being a wheated Bottled and Bond bourbon, you know, with the wheat as a second primary ingredient in the mash bill, this is extremely nice and elegant in the nose. I get a lot more, and I mean a lot more, notes of like caramel and maple syrup kind of blended, with almost like some notes in the background of some cinnamon, some apples. Oh man, this is really nice. Wow, this nose is really nice actually. Can't lie, goodness gracious. Apples, cinnamon, some caramel, and a maple syrup note that's just, it's lingering around, which is interesting. There was no maple syrup in this one, but this one, the maple syrup is kind of lingering around. It's almost like it was kind of like just sprinkled in almost in a way. Obviously there's no caramel in here, I'm just saying from a nose standpoint. But that caramel note is like just blended all in very well. Ah, very nice. This is really, really nice on the nose. All right, let's get into the palate. Let's try it. Cheers, everybody. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go back. Oh my goodness. Damn. The palate is 100% equal to the nose. Very much apples, caramel just kind of swirled around in there. A little bit of maple syrup also kind of swirled around there as well. And a little bit of pepper as well, but not a ton of pepper. And it's definitely a nice and long finish, but not like dramatic long where it's like annoying and it hits you. It's just a nice, easy and long finish. That caramel note and that maple syrup note, the caramel and the maple syrup kind of just blends in very well together. That, my friends, damn, I'm doing it again. You know what? That's 3 gavel good. For $44? That is one of the best products I've sipped in a long time, especially at that price point. Absolutely amazing. I was a little concerned when, obviously, whenever a company comes out with their own whiskey, pure 100% their own distillate, you never know what you're going to get. This was good. This is phenomenal. The Bottled and Bond, that is legit. That is really, really good. Hey, folks, until the next time, peace, cheers, salute. Look for these bad boys out there, and cheers, everybody. Take care.